They're really easy to spot, usually based on how they dress and how they speak.
It's like when they go to the bathroom, they don't close the door.
Wait, has that happened to you?
Yeah, often. I don't see anything. Bye, guys. Hello.
Oh my god, I don't know them. I am not part of this race.
And they also speak really loud, so they're pretty easy to spot, and I try to avoid them when I can.
We go to like these Chinese buffets. All of them grabbed 4 plates each.
And are you from mainland?
No, I'm not from mainland. I'm a true Californian. California represent!
Goodbye, Tom. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we are gonna talk about this video that went viral just recently. It was about this Chinese tourist who was in Phuket, Thailand. She was pretty much just giving a big rant about these other mainland Chinese tourists who were with her or were on the island, and they wanted to take a big plank of wood back home. Like, it sounds ridiculous.
刚才在情人沙滩有一个上海和江苏的客人要把这块木头带走，所有的导游和领队告诉他，这个情人沙滩上的一草一石一沙都是不可以带走的。他就在那儿跟这个导游直接较愤，直接就说：“我走了世界上20多个国家了，我所有的东西都可以带走。从上海报名的团队，真的，要不然说人家讨厌咱们呢。”
I know that my friends who are Chinese, when they see this video, they're like, yeah, you tell them, auntie. We just
If
need to get
anything,
that out.
this video was empowering.
Yeah.
As sad as it is. Yes, someone finally speaks up and tells it like it is.
And it actually makes us think about our own experience.
It just makes you want to face plant. You're like, oh my god, I don't know them. I am not part of this race. Like, it just makes you want to be cut off.
They're not my people.
So we're not like bashing on Chinese tourists, because I'm sure this happens to like Filipino tourists or like Thailand tourists or Japanese tourists. It's more like that they're ignorant towards another country's culture. A lot of the time it does turn out to be quite like offensive and obnoxious.
Ignorance feeds ignorance. That's the kind of situation that I think is happening here.
It only takes one person to make a lot of people look bad, because like people will look at you and just be like, oh, you're part of the same group, you're part of the same like clan or whatever. So we thought it would be interesting to ask you guys and some of other people's stories to see if they've like encountered this and what it feels like.
There was one time that I went on a trip with my cousins. Usually with like Chinese like tour groups and things like that, we go to like these Chinese buffets. So it's like all you can eat, and it's usually terrible food. Well, I'm accustomed to like Western traditions or whatever, where you would go and grab a plate of food and you finish it, and if you wanted more, you'll go back and get more food, like a normal person. When I was with my cousins, what they did was all of them grabbed 4 plates each, and they laid it out like a banquet, so you kind of bring the buffet to your table. In that terms, like I felt like a little bit embarrassed to be like, you know, in the eyes of Western people, because it looked like there was 4 of us and we were eating like for a group of 20 people. I can understand from a Chinese point of view that they just wanted more choice or more variety. Would I do it again? Maybe no. Would I want to do that with my cousins again? Definitely not. But I don't judge, and yeah, that's what happens when you go eat with Asians.
Last January, I was in Taiwan at a 7-Eleven or one of those stores. There were this group of Chinese tourists ahead of me. They got mad at the cashier and kind of were just yelling at them. When it was my turn to pay for my things, I spoke to the lady in Chinese, and not gonna lie, my Mandarin's pretty good, my Mandarin pronunciation. She asked why I was from mainland, and I was like, no, I'm from California. I'm not like these people. I'm much nicer.
But why did you disassociate yourself with them?
Because I didn't want her to spit in my food or anything that I had.
Seriously?
Well, it was all packaged goods, but no, I just didn't want her to like give me dirty looks or anything. I mean, most Taiwanese people are really nice, but you just don't want to be associated with that kind of reputation when you're traveling. You're already kind of alone, because like it's kind of you versus them, even though we're all Asian. I'm normal. That's my horror story with Chinese tourists.
All right, so this one is from Andrew Choi. Andrew! High five. So the gist of the story is that Andrew's family was taking other family members or relatives to Bali because that's like a popular spot. At the time, there was this one Korean woman who was pointing at another guy saying that guy looks like Kim Jong-il.
That's already quite offensive on its own.
Yeah. She tried to explain to the guy, hey, you look Kim Jong-il.
with broken English.
For Andrew, like the entire circumstances was so embarrassing, even as a Korean himself, because first of all, pointing at another person is rude. Second of all, the guy that she was referring to is a freaking dictator.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can have these thoughts and you can, like, whisper them. Don't talk so loudly.
That guy looks like
North Korea! That's not cool.
So I'm from Paris and there's a lot of Chinese tourists over there, and usually in shopping malls or like museum, restaurants, every public area, some Chinese people went to the bathroom and they don't usually close the door. Every group goes to the bathroom together, so there is only Chinese people in the bathroom at that time. But if there is a French people or other people going there and see that the door is open, they just don't look at it. They just turn around and walk away. I'm like, sorry, I'm not part of this group, bye. I think I'm trying not to be mean. Chinese people should know before they go out, like what's the common behavior over there, learn about the culture, learn about the habits to get accepted.
When I think about Indonesian tourists and then what they do when they're overseas, they're pretty normal, I think, in my opinion. It's just that they sometimes carry like sambal with them everywhere because they love their spicy food. But I remember when I was in Korea with my friends, and then all of a sudden there's this like a group of tourists from China that are just swarming the counter, and they kind of like push us out. And I was trying to pay. I'm like, just let me pay. And then
I was there first.
Yeah. And then my friends were also surprised by the entire thing, and they were like, 没有礼貌, and then she laughed.
Yeah, so for any observer, it's just like, oh my god, these people are so rude.
It was like a zoo, basically. I was thinking to myself, I've only read about this stuff. Like, I've never really experienced that firsthand.
Yeah,
so
like
that
there's
was
this article. There's a mother and a son outside some high-end store, like Gucci or something, and the mother just let her son like poop in front of the store. That might be okay in China. That shouldn't be okay anywhere.
That shouldn't be okay.
Like, honestly, I think that's the underlying factor. They just don't think about what their actions seem like to other people around them. Okay, so those are kind of the stories and the emotions and feels that we think about this issue. We should educate people and make aware of the fact that we need to be more sensitive in different cultures and to different people. Leave us any of your stories. Tell us on any of our social media. We want to hear about it. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.